the shit out of your bitch ass, boy. In your mouth. Hey, I would smack the shit out of you.
Like, yo, he's an acrobat.
Let's go, Jam.
Stop clowning, man.
Let's go, Jam.
Hey,
Ain't nothing to be
watch
funny
your
about.
words.
It's like a foot in your mouth.
Being that he was a smaller guy, T.O. load up and hit him big. Hit him with the biggest shots that he could throw, and the guy just walked right through it. He just, boom, keep it moving, walk right through it. So I can't say is that I don't know what to make for it. I think he can punch, but I think, like, he overrates his own power.
What was he telling you in the face-off right there?
Huh?
What was he telling you in the face-off?
Beat my ass. He would do it right now, but you know, he ain't trying to mess up his bag. That's all.
Theo, in that face-off, besides the words that were exchanged between you and Shakur, what did you see in his eyes, man, when you looked at him?
Evil. That's it. Just evil. Plain evil.
You see any weakness or anything that you might have just gotten under his skin where you sense any sort of fear?
Oh yeah, it'll show. I just gotta rip it out. Just gotta take it out from his soul.
Shakur Stevenson erupts on live TV and warns Teofimo that he will end up in the hospital after the fight.
Look like we got to you. Look like we got to you. Look like we got to you. It looked like we got to you. It looked like we got to you. Okay?
Teofimo declares he is the true champion, not Shakur, promising leadership and vowing to fight fiercely like a lion.
This is the biggest fight of my career.
You know, I spoke to Eddie Hearn earlier, and he asked me a question of how do you beat Shakur Stevenson? Because I asked him, how does Teofimo win this fight? And he said, well, how do you think? I need to ask you, how do you think you beat Shakur Stevenson on Saturday night?
Just got to be a lion in there. Just got to be a lion, and a lion doesn't attack right away. Lion pounces, and just got to take my time.
Do you believe that you really have to step on Shakur Stevenson in order to stop him doing the things that he does well?
I think this is the thing. Like, I don't need to do anything but be myself and fight the way I fight. I'm the champion.
Shakur says he poured blood, sweat, and tears into this fight, proving dedication, sacrifice, and relentless hunger for victory.
He's getting the best version of me. With Lomo, I think that it's also another thing. I'm not small as Lomachenko was. Like, he may be the bigger fighter, but he's not just way bigger than me. I think with the Lomachenko fight, he was a lot bigger than Lomachenko, and he instilled, and his dad instilled fear inside of Lomachenko by constantly calling his name, and I seen it within the way that Lomachenko fought, and I think that I don't have that. Like, I'm the type of guy that I take risks. I'm not scared of these moments. I'm not scared of this fight. I'm not scared of none of this. I prepare myself to my whole capacity, and I know that come fight night, what I did in my...
Shakur's father speaks out, condemning Teofimo's disrespectful comments, denying jealousy claims, and defending his son's pride and character.
Father was talking to my son about, yo, man, my son is this here. Oh, he's better than that Shakur, man. They give all this here Shakur guy. Now, he didn't know he was talking to my son. So I walked up at the time, my son said, Dad. He went, ho, 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 ho. So my dad began to tell him what he said. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. He said, well, let me tell you something, man. I give credit, you know, I've been to his house. You know, I have a great deal of respect for his mom, you know what I'm saying? You know, but in this here fighting world, when it comes to Shakur and myself, we done beat some of everybody, you know what I'm saying? So we're not worried about what he's gonna do, what he say. Like you say, he's very athletic. I think he's more acrobatic than athletic, you know what I'm saying? We see the acrobatic.
You see me in bed.
In the ring, you know what I'm saying? So that's not a great deal of athleticism to me. So I'm gonna stand on that and say, this is another.
Shakur grows heated during the live session, raising his voice, challenging critics, and showing intense emotion before the showdown.
I don't gotta worry about that. You focusing on me, B.
Right now,
yes, you is.
He's emotional.
Yes, you is.
That's why he acting
That's why
like
you clowning, clown.
He's
You
mad
focus
about
on
that.
my father, then it's a problem.
Where's your dad?
On me.
Yes, you are.
I actually
Yes,
bought him
you
a
are.
present,
Focus on
though.
me.
I actually bought him a present. So
Yeah.
can you give him the present?
Teofimo calls Shakur evil, claiming hidden fear and weakness, and insisting those flaws will be exposed clearly on fight night.
Weakness or anything that you might have just gotten under his skin where you sense any sort of fear?
Oh yeah, it'll show. I just gotta rip it out. Just gotta take it out from his soul. Show the real fear that he has inside him.
He said he was doing some mind games in that, in the press conference to get into your head. You feel like he got into your head? You stayed composed the whole time. Normally, when people do that to you, you always stay composed. Do you feel like he got into your head with those mind games?
What mind games were they doing?
The gift for your dad, talking to...
Jeff Mayweather believes the matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez is one of the most evenly balanced fights that can be made right now. In his view, this is not a contest with a clear favorite because both fighters bring elite skills and sharp ring intelligence. He calls it a true 50-50 fight where either man can win depending on adjustments, focus, and discipline on the night. Stevenson's defense, timing, and control of distance make him extremely difficult to hit clean. Lopez, on the other hand, carries explosive power, fast counters, and the kind of athleticism that can change a fight in a single moment. That contrast in styles is exactly why Mayweather expects an exciting contest for the fans.
I think that, to be honest, either guy could win. I think this is one of the fights where I do believe that it's 50-50. And I think that it's hard to really say about what one's going to do and what the other's going to do, but I think that it's going to be a great fight for the fans.
What do you think moving to 140 pounds really does to Stevenson's speed and power, if anything?
I don't think it's going to make that big. I don't think it's going to make that big a deal. I think that he's a young man. He's still growing. He's still growing now. He probably just don't have to cut as much weight as he used to.
Regarding the move to 140 pounds, Mayweather does not expect Stevenson's speed or power to suffer. He explains that Stevenson is still young and naturally growing, so cutting less weight could actually help his stamina and sharpness. Fighting closer to his natural size may even improve his durability and overall performance. If he were in Lopez's corner, Mayweather would demand smart pressure early, controlled aggression, and steady body work. He stresses patience and discipline, warning Lopez not to rush or chase recklessly. Instead, Lopez must cut off the ring and force Stevenson into uncomfortable exchanges.
I think it's just going to be a good fight, a great tactical fight. Like I said, I think that Shakur probably has the better defense, and Teofimo is probably a little bit bigger than him. I mean, he's been at the other weight. He's been at the weight longer, so.
Which fighter do you think has the higher ring IQ right now?
I think they both have pretty high ring IQ. They've both been in the ring and been fighting since they were kids. So I think that, if you're looking at a fighter that has...
Paulie Malignaggi and Chris Algier describe Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez as the kind of matchup that can create a household name. Paulie recalls sitting with family, watching fights together, and instantly recognizing certain stars. He wonders if the winner of this contest could become that familiar face for an entire generation. Algieri answers yes and no. Yes, because the magnitude feels right. Both fighters are young, in their primes, and willing to risk everything. Teofimo Lopez defends his championship while Shakur Stevenson protects his undefeated record and reputation. They praise the skill level on both sides, calling them elite, top tier, and universally respected inside boxing circles. Algier compares the clash to classic showdowns like Oscar de la Hoya versus Felix Trinidad, where talent meets ambition at the highest level. Still, their public profiles are not as massive.
Household guy for this generation, is that fair or not? Stevenson versus...
Yes and no. Please. Yes, in terms of the magnitude of the matchup, it should be that, right? You got two guys that are in their primes who are still young, who are putting it all on the line. You've got Teofimo putting up his championship. You got Shakur putting up his undefeated record. You got guys that, like, as the champ mentioned, universally recognized as being badass fighters. These guys are excellent, top-notch, top-tier guys. And fighting each other, you look at this like almost like a De La Hoya Trinidad in terms of their skill sets, right? That's how but their profiles aren't as big. Oscar obviously was the gold medalist, and Trinidad was Puerto Rican destroyer, right? He was the Terminator. These guys probably do deserve that, but this generation, I'm going to say it.
Modern boxing culture favors cliques, drama, and viral moments over pure craft and discipline. Teofimo sometimes leans into that spotlight, trying to capture mainstream attention, though it has not always worked. Even so, the fight remains a purist's dream. Fighters, trainers, and hardcore fans are genuinely excited. For them, this is a true fighter fight built on skill, pride, and legacy.